Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Environmental Social Justice. I'm your host, 𝑤𝒉𝒂𝒎𝒊𝒏𝒈, and I welcome the return of PJ Brescia. He is back with us talking about his company, Baby.Gay. So welcome back.
Thank you so much. Thank you. I'm so excited to be here.
I'm so glad you came back, because when we first met, it was talking about the wildfire relief event that you put together very quickly. But we really touched on a company that you started called Baby.Gay. And I wanted to elaborate on that because we are going through some trying times. So could you tell people first what it is and what inspired you to start the company?
Sure. Baby.Gay is a community. It initially came from this project that I created, which was a semi-autobiographical comedy of my coming out story. I came out later in life and had a difficult time with that process. And I kind of channeled, unbeknownst to anything, my difficulties of that whole scenario into a film and television web series idea, which was this character who's coming out later in life. Fast forward, we are now this 501c3 community supporting people through the coming out process. So it's been an incredible journey to go from the beginning to where we are right now. And it's all happened extremely organically. It's kind of, this was never the intention. You know, if you told my younger self that you're going to be a queer nonprofit starter and a queer advocate, and I would have really said, no, what are you talking about? I'm straight. So this was never the plan. And I'm a spiritual person now, and that's how I know it is going in the right direction. It feels as if it's being really divinely guided from above, and I'm somehow just this conduit. And I feel honored to be a part of it.
No, and it's a wonderful organization because for some people, it is very hard to come out. My uncle back in the 70s came out as gay. My grandparents handled it poorly. It turned out I had the coolest uncle in the world, and I just had fun. Yeah. But later in life as an adult, I realized the struggles that he went through, and he didn't have a support system. I mean, he has friends, of course. But when you were first coming out, and I also read, and correct me if I'm wrong, but women have a harder time coming out, and they usually wait until they're later in life.
You know, I can't necessarily speak to that point of it all, but I can talk to from my own experience. I came out at 27 initially as gay, and then at 31, I came out as non-binary. And starting with the coming out as gay part of it all, I really felt alone in that process. And basically, you know, I was running for myself for 27 years. With a lot of other things, my mom died when I was young, and I completely ignored that trauma for 10 years. I also wanted to be on the creative side of entertainment. I was working on the business side for all of my 20s, but felt that if people knew I wanted to be an artist and a creator, they would think that I was gay. So I had all these, incorrect stories in my head going on.
Yeah.
So finally, truly, I had a mental breakdown at 27, and thank God, because it really forced me to start over and start my life in a new, authentic way. So then while coming out, I had this idea that the hard part would be, sharing my authenticity with my loved ones and my larger community. And then, the queer community, who I had zero connection to prior to coming out, was just going to automatically welcoming me in. And, I'd have a group of friends, and, the media portrays it as like sunshines and rainbows and parties, and it's so fun, which is great. Obviously, that's good. However, my personal experience was not that at all. I felt a lot of shame for coming out later in life. I felt kind of some rejection from community members, and I felt really alone in the whole process. And then that's kind of what propelled me to start just sharing my story. And then the more and more I shared my story, I saw from other people that they felt the same way. And really, that's what birthed Baby.Gay, is that we just need to build the support system for people as they're coming out. The coming out process is so specific but yet so vast, in the sense that everyone has a different experience. But it really, no matter what you are going through, it's challenging. It's not challenging. So it's important that we celebrate it and support one another. I think there's a lot of media in that kind of portrays it in a really dramatic, sad, scary experience, which that can definitely be accurate.
Yeah.
However, there's also people that don't have that experience and find so much joy in it. So I really just want to use Baby.Gay as a platform to celebrate the experience, to create a judgment-free, welcoming space for people while they're going through the coming out process, to come and be a part of this community and feel free to ask the awkward questions, because there's so many questions that you're going to have, and
Yeah.
and if you're not going to learn from your peers, who are you going to learn from? So it's
Oh,
really
yes.
important to come and just feel that you are not alone in this really sensitive, delicate period of your life.
I wanted to revert back to what you said when the media portrays as everything is sunshine and rainbows. And the media does tend to do that in the gay and lesbian community. Like, oh, it's all just fun. It's like everyone has their personal story. Everyone has their own trauma that they're dealing with. And for some people it is, they came out and people are like, cool, that's fine. Other people, they get kicked out of their house as a kid.
Yeah.
So, and their family disowns them, won't have anything to do with them. So I think having a place for someone to go, or having a community to rely on, and a support group is immensely important, because the mental health surrounding something like this, because it's a major decision in life. It's like not even a decision. It's a decision to come out publicly.
Mhm.
You are born, everyone knows that you're born, a certain way. You're not changed. Okay. You are what you are.
Mhm.
And the courage to say, okay, I'm going to come out and live my fully authentic life, which is hard for everybody,
Mhm.
but providing a platform for somebody to say, I'm going to come out as gay or trans or, whatever works for you.
Mhm.
I need a group to help me do this.
Mhm.
I need someone to talk to. I need services.
Mhm.
Is there a mental health place? Can I go see a doctor?
Mhm.
All of these things that most people have no idea where to turn.
Mhm.
And that's what your company does. And I love the fact that you offer that.
Exactly. Thank you. Yeah. So we really just want to be that kind of first step for people. It's like, you're coming out, you're thinking about coming out, you come to one of our community events, or we have a monthly support group that
Oh,
it's in
nice.
person as well as we're doing virtual. So kind of to expand the reach out of LA. So I think that's really important.
Yes.
We're new. We launched officially February 2 years ago this month. So February 2023. So
Nice.
really excited about that. I mean, we've done so much in these 2 years that it's unbelievable, and that's kind of how I know it's so needed in the larger scheme of the world, especially now more than ever, which we can circle back to about that. But um, we've had some large scale events, which is really exciting. We partnered with the Black Cat here in Silver Lake, California, in Los Angeles, because that in LA, for people who don't have a lot of insight into queer history, which is kind of another part of our pillars, is to kind of share and celebrate queer history, because it's not taught in schools, and it's only going to go be more reverted away from schools,
Yeah.
unfortunately. So it's important that we share as much knowledge, because knowledge is power. So in a side historical moment, in Los Angeles was a major hub of queer history, and it goes back to 1967 when there was peaceful protest outside the Black Cat here in Silver Lake, which predates Stonewall by 2 years. For some reason, the media didn't cover it a lot, and maybe it was just the times of they weren't ready at that moment. But 2 years later, at Stonewall,
Yeah.
they were. But it's really not known, and I didn't learn all about all this queer history until I started developing my web series, because that's part of the plot. Is this character goes to the
Oh,
library.
nice.
Character basically gets broken up by his first boyfriend for not being gay enough. So he goes to a crash course of, let me learn how to be gay really fast, and goes to the library and takes out books, which is not accurate. That's not real. That's not how things work. But in this show, it does. So through the writing and developing of this project, I was like, well, actually, I don't know anything about queer history, so I need to learn about it. And thank God I
Yeah.
did. And it's so interesting. So there's so much in Los Angeles. So we partnered with the Black Cat, this historic establishment, in 2023 for National Coming Out Day. It was kind of in conjunction because at that month they were officially recognized by California as the first LGBTQIA historical monument of the state.
Cool.
So that was really exciting for them. And so we had our event on National Coming Out Day, celebrating coming out stories, because that's really the center focus of our mission is to continue sharing stories, and specifically coming out stories. So we had this amazing event, and then we kind of were like, we need to do this every year. This is so incredible. So we have. So then we did it again last October 11th, 2024. But it expanded because we got the city involved. So LA City Council joined us. So LA City Council, Baby.Gay, and the Black Cat, all three of us together officially recognized National Coming Out Day as an LA City holiday this past October 11th. So it was a historic moment. LA is now the largest U.S. city to officially recognize National Coming Out Day as a holiday. And I'm honored to be a part of that mission and moment, and recognizing it. And another goal is to kind of bring that to other cities and states. I think it's going to be more challenging now in this current climate, but that's not going to stop us. So really about continuing to celebrate coming out and continuing to share our roots and our bringing ties together. So like one of our missions for this year that I'm really excited about is creating a mentorship program between baby gays and what we call elder gays. And for everyone, we sell merch. So this is our Baby.Gay hat. We have one that says elder gay. Everyone loves it. And there's jokes because it's not being an elder person. It's about really, are you a mentor or a mentee?
Yeah.
So we want to really solidify that. Yeah.
And I can see it as being a guide of just helping people like navigate the waters. It's
Exactly. So we want to start developing that mentorship program. So we're really excited about that. So because, the LGBT community is one of the only minority groups that we don't have necessarily our direct elders to teach us about our culture, because most likely if you're queer, your parents are not queer. So it puts the onus on the individual to learn about all these things on their own, which just makes it that more scary and isolating. And that's what Baby.Gay is here to do, is to make that whole experience less scary and to create community. So you are not alone in this process. So.
And I love the fact that you give people that support, because as you said, it is scary, and it's a complete, especially, as you said, parents are going to be straight most of the time. Mm-hmm. So they're not going to be able to help guide. They're not going to be able to say, oh, you want to date someone of the same sex? I don't know what to do. Just go. And this way, you can have like a platform for people to talk and engage. I love the fact you're doing it online. Mm-hmm. That is great for just a wider spread mass of people that can get your help.
Yep.
But most importantly, where do people find you? Because I know you're based in Los Angeles. Obviously, you're nationwide through the Zooms. Do you do like monthly? What's like the time frame?
Yeah, so we just developed this. This started a couple months ago, but we're super excited about it. So yeah, I mean, everything that you can find what we're working on is on our social medias at Baby.Gay TV on Instagram and TikTok, as well as our website, which is www.baby.gay. That's it. There's no .coms. It's just baby.gay.
Baby.Gay. Okay.
So we have a newsletter too. So subscribe to our newsletter. We have a weekly newsletter that comes out on Tuesdays. So you can find the subscription through our website, as well as on our link. We have a link tree on our social media profile. So all subscriptions are through there. But yeah, I mean, we're new, but we have so many amazing ideas and plans to just continue to bring this community nationwide is the goal, worldwide is the goal, because it's needed. It's really, we just want to be supporting one another and celebrating the process. It's something that we are excited about. You are stepping into your authenticity. My life changed when I started living authentically. I saw it in so many different facets where I felt aligned, and good things started to happen in quick succession. And it's really this incredible experience. And I just implore everyone, the scariest things in life are usually the things that you should go after. Honestly, that's what I have found in my life. Coming out.
That's really good advice.
Yeah, I was scared about coming out. It took me 27 years to get there, and finally I did, and it changed my life for the better. Same thing with this writing. Like, I had my own real negative talk about I was not a good writer. I hated writing, and it wasn't until I I hit 30, and I kind of had another, what am I doing with my life scenario, that I went on this mini writing retreat with my brother-in-law, my oldest sister's husband, Drew. Shout out to Drew. So who's been a mentor of mine. He is a writer. He was writing his 3rd book. I was just in a place where I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what was next. And I brought my journals. I was in a lot of therapy. I'm a big proponent of therapy. Had a lot of therapy, had journals because my therapist told me I need to start journaling, which also I highly recommend journaling in the morning if you can. I went on this writing retreat with my journals, and I didn't know what was going to come from it. And that's where I started to go inward, and the birth of the Baby.Gay web series came. And it was just from the development of the web series, started to share this story that it took its next step and realized that this is bigger than the film and television side of things. This is a larger community.
Have you done production of this?
Yeah,
I'm kind of invested now.
Yes. Thank you. Yes, we shot. So it was. I mean, it's just been this unbelievable unfolding. So I would say like 2020 to 2021 was writing this web series. Learned so much about myself through writing this fictional version of myself. Excuse me. Having a coffee. Excuse me. So 2020 to 2021, developing this film and television project. Then raised some money. We shot, and then I also assembled a team of filmmakers, because it's really important to collaborate with people, especially when you don't know the mediums. Sorry, I'm like having a little bit of a.
That's okay. Do you need water? You're good. Yeah. Been there.
Yeah. So 2021 started to assemble the team. My director of photography, other producers, ended up having a crew of 25 people. It was unbelievable. We ended up having 4 shoot days, and we filmed the pilot. So it's been really exciting, and the goal there was we had a manager, and we started pitching it as a full TV series. The writer's strike kind of stopped the momentum.
Yeah.
With that, unfortunately. But it's the type of thing where we're building this community. I'm a believer everything happens at its right time. So we're building up this community. The pilot is still there. It's not going anywhere.
Yeah.
I mean, initially I was creating it as a vehicle for me to act in. I've now released that part of it. Like I don't need to be the actor in this project, but I do need this project to be on television because it will help so many people. It's a comedy. It's a comedy about the coming out story later in life. And I think that's also what sets it apart. As we were saying, there's not enough comedy. There's not enough celebration of these queer stories. A lot of it are so doom and gloom, which again,
I think I'm a little tired of doom and gloom.
Now more than ever, we need some happy lightness. So so the project is what propelled this whole community to be started, but it's still there. And I know at the right time, we're going to collaborate with the right producer or celebrity that comes in and sees this story, because it really will. It's an evergreen story. It will relate at all moments with a lot of people. So I'm really excited about that.
I'm excited for something that's lighthearted and fun, because everything nowadays is like a drama or suspense or murder series. It's like, can we just have fun?
I know. Exactly. Exactly.
I want to laugh again. And so no, let me keep.
I'll send it to you. I'll send it to you. I'll send you the link for our pilot. I'm still like, because pitching a TV show is its own process. At one point, we were not sharing it widely because we were using it within the pitch. Now, I might just share it widely regardless, but it will be shared widely soon. I know that.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I will definitely love to watch it if I'm allowed.
Yes.
But back to Baby.Gay and the services, the safe haven that you're offering. I mean, quite honestly, it's a safe haven for people to get help. Yeah. You guys do, so it's Baby.Gay is the website.
Correct. Yep.
And then your handles are at Baby.Gay TV.
Yep.
Brilliant. That is brilliant. That's so easy to remember, and I don't remember much, so that's really good. But thank you for what you do and helping people. And before I let you go, are there any events or things that people might be able to look into?
So I founded the LA Queer Events Coalition, which is a larger coalition of queer event producers, venue owners, government officials here in Los Angeles. Just now it's expanding now to just anyone that wants to be a part of our community. And we are going to have another event coming up in probably end of April. The date is not yet solidified, but end of April is what we're targeting. And it's going to be, we're going to produce a panel about healthcare and legal rights for the queer community in this new administration. So stay tuned for that event specifically. We're also launching our own podcast, which I'm excited about. I'd love to have you on our podcast when that time comes. So really excited about kind of sharing. The goal with that podcast is to share queer success stories, to really amplify a variety of queer stories, you know, of people in a lot of different career paths and backgrounds, because it's important that people know queer people can be healthy, successful individuals. And we shoot it at the Black Cat, so it's really also want to tie in the historical element there. Yeah, so really excited about that. And now we're throwing this out there. We are, you know, we've just become a 501c3 at the end of last year. So now really 2025 is about fundraising and grants. So if anyone out there wants to support us on our mission, please come our way. We really can use the support, and now more than ever, because our community is being attacked by this administration in a really unjust way. So I know Baby.Gay is needed so much more now than ever. So really all support that we can receive is going to be used in a really phenomenal way. So
absolutely. And you're right. Right now things are looking a little grim.
Yeah.
And I refuse to acknowledge it. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to still do my thing.
Yep.
People in my circle are still going to do their thing and support what's going on over there. I will not support or tolerate, but I'm also not going to give them any attention.
Yep. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
And but no, what you're doing is brilliant work. I mean, you are helping people, which is what we need.
Thank you.
Vastly. So PJ, you know, thank you for your time today. You're doing wonderful things. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Anytime. So guys, I'm Wendy Nystrom, your host with Environmental Social Justice. Please check out PJ. Go to Baby.Gay. Baby.Gay is the website, and Baby.Gay TV are the handles for social media. They're doing good work. They're providing a safe haven for people, and they're helping people in rough spots. So please go check them out. On that, we'll catch you next time. And final note, Environmental Social Justice is proudly sponsored by BioLargo. They just make life better. We'll talk to you guys later. Take care.
Bye.